Man, a
Still
listener
early.
wrote into our podcast because he read a story about somebody
DV, I think Linus heard you.
uh wrote in about somebody shooting a fellow Popeyes employee.
Oh,
Like the
like beef
Yeah.
between two employees?
Yeah, like the manager shot the other guy for burning the biscuits, and this happened up the street from me in Charlotte.
Shit.
Yeah, I'm like, that manager took that shit serious.
Did the guy live?
I think it's attempted murder, so I think he lived.
Oh.
If you want me to, I can send you the link. But it
was about more than burning biscuits.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. They had an on-site situation at that point, right?
Yeah, there's a history.
They might say biscuits, but it was more than biscuits.
I shot a kid.
Yeah, exactly.
18-year-old charged? No, that's a different. Is that a different one? 18-year-old charged.
That's a different one.
This was in New Jersey. This was 5 hours.
This is like a 23-year-old manager in Charlotte. I put the link in the chat, but we cover these a lot. So it's a lot of fast food shootings around these days.
Oh,
but
man.
but I was insulted on Andy's behalf because a listener wrote in after we did that podcast, and it was like, guess the race. I knew it was black because white people don't work at Popeyes. I said, you motherfucker, just tell me you don't listen to Three Guys On without telling me you don't listen to Three Guys On.
I worked at Popeyes for 2.5 years. I still talk about it.
All the time.
Yeah.
I learned about Cajun Sparkle from you.
Right. I still evangelize about Cajun Sparkle.
Talks about it with fondness, by the way.
I told y'all about secret barbecue chicken sandwiches.
How to make a barbecue chicken sandwich?
Off the menu. When I worked there, I wasn't the only white guy. It was multiple white guys. There was some. One of our managers was black, and so but he wasn't gun toting. He was just a regular dude. He was 23 too. And matter of fact, he was like a little older than us. We were all like in.
Well, I think they have a program where you age out. Like it's like you force retirement at 25. You can't be a manager.
So what happens is you start off as a manager at a fast food restaurant, and then you graduate to casual dining.
Yeah. And if it's Popeyes, you graduate to Waffle House because you had to have hands to get out of there. So you're gonna have to use them hands as an entry level position.
Right.
You gotta keep everybody in line. If you're the manager, if you're the manager at a Waffle House, that means you whooped a lot of ass.
Dog.
Okay.
You done shot a pinky toe off at least once.
Whooped a lot of ass.
And that's the other thing too. Like I might have been from a different era of Popeyes because there was no hostility, no fights, no, like Popeyes has this reputation of like having terrible service. That wasn't a thing back then. It was a small town, so maybe it was we were not exposed to some
I've never had bad service from Popeyes.
Yeah, we were maybe isolated, but we had quite several. We had white people, we had black people, we had a Filipino guy, we also had an Indian guy or two, actually a couple Mexican guys. It was
ICE
a melting
didn't raid. ICE would have raided y'all today.
Yep.
It was a melting pot.
The Benetton up in that bitch.
Yeah, I've had bad service at a Popeyes before, but it's a Popeyes. I left the house knowing that might happen, and that's okay.
Yeah, it's fast food. You may get bad service.
Right. Yeah, like the people
mind. I'm like when I go to a fast food place, if I get bad service, I'm like, well, clearly something happened here.
If I can get
happened.
Listen, my base level for fast food is getting some food.
Yeah.
Right.
Understand? Not all my food, not even my food. But as long as I get some food, I'm willing to call it even.
Right.
Because I know I fucked up when the plan was to leave my house.
Yeah.
and get some fast fried bullshit. I knew I was fucking around.
Yeah, leaving the gym. This little girl, can I get some Wendy's, Daddy? Ugh.
All right.
I guess we're getting Wendy's.
All right.
And I can't even be mad, especially after the pandemic. I'll be like, it feel like something in the bag. Let's roll off. Fuck it. You know what I mean?
This is the article. This is the mugshot of the manager.
Yeah.
He looked like a killer. He got killer eyes.
Right up the street from one of my favorite theaters too, dog.
Walking around with those eyes.
Out of Charlotte.
Wow, look at her.
Hello, little cocoa butter.
Hey man, that's why you live in black cities. You know what I'm saying? The Charlotte news I don't miss. I'll be watching.
Wow.
This is Channel 3 on your side in Charlotte.
Wild shooting out of Charlotte. This one happening over the weekend at a Popeyes on South Boulevard. New court documents reveal burnt.
Come on through, Dark Sade. Come on through.
Burnt biscuits.
These shootings, by the way, are starting to happen so close to where I live. The other day, I drove somewhere and I almost stopped to get breakfast at McDonald's, and I was like, "No, I'm not gonna do that." I swear to God, I got home, and on the news was breaking news. There was a shootout at the McDonald's I was gonna go to.
Oh shit!
I'm like, shit, and it was at the time I was gonna go. Like I was like, shit. Thank God I had discipline. I could have been dead.
Or live streaming it. You could have got content.
Yeah, that's true. It's your boy turning the phone the wrong way.
Man, it's crazy over here. You pan over, people are shooting at each other.
Burnt biscuits led to a burst of bullets outside the fast food business. The person shot was a manager of the restaurant.
Alliteration.
Oh, the shot. The guy who shot was a manager. Burnt biscuits led to bullets. She had some alliteration going there.
Yeah,
some alliteration.
He was busting bullets.
He was busting bullets over some burnt biscuits.
Burnt biscuits.
On some bullshit.
Burnt biscuits led to a burst of bullets outside.
Burst of bullets.
Mm-hmm.
She's trying to get chicken breast in there somewhere. It's
I know she wrote that line for whoever wrote that for the news copy. I know they left their hand up like Steph Curry, like
because people don't really say burst of bullets.
Right.
That's not a way you say that. So,
you do when you write and trying to write some news and get some flavor into it. See,
they had to stop. They had to stop
her.
Derica, when you get to this part, really hit the B's. Okay, we underlined it for you.
Luckily, no breasts or beans and rice were affected.
Boulevard. New court documents reveal burnt biscuits led to a burst of bullets outside the fast food.
Came down on all the bees. She came down on the bees.
Right. Listen, she didn't watch
over the bees. You just say this shit the way
she hit it hard. She stuck the landing on those bees.
She didn't watch Adam West Batman for no reason. Okay. A burst of bullets led to a belligerent bullying.
A belligerent bullying. A burst of bullets led to a belligerent bullying.
Tune in next week. Same biscuit time.
Court documents.
Meanwhile,
burnt biscuits led to a burst of bullets on South Boulevard.
Holy burnt biscuits, Batman. Rest in peace to a real one.
Outside the fast food business, the person shot was a manager of the restaurant. The person who fired the gun was arrested. He's due in court later this month.
Oh man!
First set for Army.
Okay, so this guy that
Tanya in the I gotta interrupt you, Andy. Shout out to Tanya in the chat. She mentioned the McDonald's
on West 3rd and 6th. That one in Greenwich Village.
West 3rd and 6th. Yeah, you don't know hood till you go to that McDonald's.
It's not even in the hood.
Yeah, it's not even in the hood.
It's in Greenwich Village.
In the village around the corner from the cellar. And it is rough.
Right next to the Fat Black Pussycat.
Yeah, and it's by that basketball court that you see all the videos come from. Like my man got into a fight with Scalabrini.
Yeah.
Right next to that court.
Damn.
It's rough over there.
I wonder if bad buckets ever led to a burst of bullets over there.
Burst of bullets over bad buckets. That's the McDonald's. That's the McDonald's where motherfucker took the pipe out of the kitchen,
the toilet tissue.
No, not the kitchen. He took the pipe. I think it was out of the because you know how the frosting machines always broke.
Yeah.
He took the pipe out that bitch.
Took it out
and got to swinging.
Oh, beat somebody ass with it. Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a fight video. That's why you got to pull out your phone and record these things, because there was a big brawl by the back court near the backboards.
By the back court near the backboards.
On the baseline, like so this guy Rodney Wood is the perpetrator, shot the manager over burnt biscuits.
So did he burn the biscuits?
No, the manager shot him. He the manager.
Shot him. He's the manager.
It says
the
a
manager
Popeyes
was
Okay.
accused.
So the way she said it in this report, I think, was wrong.
She was worried about the burnt biscuits.
Yeah,
she wanted to hit her mark.
Once she said burst the bullet, she stopped. She was like, whatever. The rest of it is irrelevant at this point.
Yeah.
At a Popeyes on South Boulevard, new court documents reveal burnt biscuits led to a burst of bullets outside the fast food business.
Biscuits?
Shot was a manager of the
burnt biscuit eating bitch.
I think that shot by the manager.
Yeah,
I think.
We gotta.
The person shot was a manager of the restaurant.
No, you're right. Was a manager.
Was a manager. Okay, so but then this clears up.
Here's what I think, man.
So wait, was both of them managers?
A Popeyes manager was accused of shooting his coworker
over burnt biscuits. Yeah. Okay, so she was wrong. Once she got the killer bees out of the way, it was over for her.
Yeah, so. It's like if someone does the Simone Biles flip halfway through that thing and they land it and they not used to that.
Yeah.
So then the next thing they falling like whatever. Like that's a Simone Biles move. She do that. You don't do that.
Yeah, it was basically she checked out at that point. She was done.
Yeah. Like she's like, yes.
I'll tell you what happened. The person who wrote the copy was so pleased with themselves.
Yeah, that's it.
That they fucked off the next line.
Yeah, that's it right now. That's exactly what happened.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I've made that mistake before.
Because she didn't even stumble.
Yeah, she just kept going. Somebody fucked off that next line.
They had that Steph Curry hand up. It was like, oh, wait till she see these bees, nigga. Oh shit, I didn't finish the article.
And then went to her desk to talk with her about the bees.
It says a Popeyes manager was accused of shooting his coworker over burnt biscuits last week in Charlotte. Rodney Wood, 22, was arrested and charged with attempted first-degree murder. So this would be the manager.
Yeah.
The shooting happened around 6 p.m. on May 11th at the restaurant along South Boulevard near
What's crazy
Carolina
is
Pavilion Drive.
we was going to the movies at that time. These motherfuckers are getting close.
Y'all didn't stop to pick up some let's smuggle food in.
Thank God we didn't, Randolph.
Yeah, exactly.
Might not be here.
That's true.
Shout out to this new me.
A witness who was a customer at the time of the shooting told police the altercation stemmed from an argument between Wood and another employee due to overcooked biscuits. Now, having been a Popeyes employee 30-some years ago, you put the biscuits in the oven, you hit a little timer switch.
And you don't do nothing.
And it's when the timer's done, the whole block
shuts
can
down.
hear it. Everyone can hear it. It's loud as shit. So there's no way you miss it unless you forgot to hit the timer, which happened from time to time. The witness reported that both went outside. Oh, they went outside after one challenged the other, leading to a physical fight. During the brawl, Wood allegedly pulled a gun and fired 2 rounds. So he had a gun on him.
Of course, he works at Popeyes.
Right.
2025. That's prerequisite.
But he started
I
off
think
with
you have to show your concealed carry permit at the interview.
Right. But then he tried the fist fight. He was probably losing, and he pulled.
That's what I'm
gun.
saying. And he the manager, Andy. He can't lose.
Yeah, he can't lose.
So he got to shoot this dude.
Court documents stated that a video taken showed Wood discharging his firearm twice at point blank range. This must be like security cam.
I didn't see the
there.
video. Huh.
Yeah, we got to find the video. Both shots hit Wood's coworker, one in the groin and the other in the chest.
Shit. Oof. He meant that.
So we got one in the dark meat and one in the white meat.
Yeah.
Sprinkle some Cajuns. Sparkle on that shit, nigga.
Right. They're like, oh shit, someone get some coleslaw. We need to put some on this wound. So
there was a barrage of bullets to his breast meat and his balls.
A barrage of bullets to his breast meat and balls even.
She takes off her lavalier mic and drops it.
Randolph, why did that dude talk like that?
I don't know why. That's my Super Friends voice.
Yeah.
My Super Friends announcement.
Nobody else ever talked like that dude. Nobody else is out here in 2025 trying to get on.
Meanwhile, in the halls of justice.
That might be it, dude. You might need to make that your next TikToks. I mean, you might need to start talking like that on TikToks.
Yeah. Just narrate whatever news is out there with that guy.
Yeah. Instead of being the black person that's just looking at the screen, you could be like, meanwhile, MTG said trans people aren't people.
Meanwhile, court documents stated that a video taken showed Wood discharging his firearm twice at point-blank range. I think we lost something as a society when we let that voice go.
That was the first sign, dog. If he was alive, we wouldn't have Trump. I don't know how, but I believe that now.
Jimmy said heavens to Mercury. Isn't it Murgatroyd? Is it?
No, he said Murgatroyd. Heavens to
Murgatroyd.
That's a different guy. Same voice.
That's a different dude.
Same voice, but that's Snagglepuss.
Is that Snagglepuss. I was saying Huckleberry Hound.
The stage left.
Was he talking like that when he went out at the club and shit? Can I buy you ladies a drink?
Good evening, ladies.
What's your sign?
Drink even.
Meanwhile, two ladies look thirsty. You got to do a lot of meanwhiles. There's a lot of meanwhiles with that guy.
Meanwhile, at the bar.
It just pans across to that dude staring awkwardly at two ladies. They're covering their drinks.
For some reason, he has a purple suit.
Man, we let those voices go.
Yeah, we fucked up, man.
So
that's probably how the civil rights movement got traction. It was him. Meanwhile, on the Edmund Pettus Bridge.
Meanwhile, after
they cut to the shot of fire hoses.
Yeah. Dastardly detectives are
dealing out doom.
I think "Dealing Out Doom" will be the name of this podcast. It's got an alliteration, or maybe a barrage of bullets, or something like that. It's gonna be alliterative.
Shit, man. Dastardly detectives are dealing out doom.
The source game is on point.
Detectives dealing out doom.
That's so good. The fucking people in Europe seeing it. Oh my God, these Negroes. What is America doing?
What is America doing?
I didn't understand it first, but when this man said dastardly detectives in that voice, I knew.
Dastardly detectives dealing out doom. Oh my God.
We gotta free them.
This article said, let me pull it back up real quick. Hold on. The guy went to the hospital with like serious injuries, right? It wasn't like these weren't just
groin and chest.
It said the employee was rushed to Atrium Health, Maine in critical life-threatening condition.
Boy, better hope you don't die.
Underwent emergency surgery. When officers arrived at the restaurant, Wood was gone. Oh, the manager left. He's like, he's like, here's the keys.
Look at after the first sentence at the suspect's claim, though.
Okay, police said Wood claimed the coworker he was accused of shooting was also a manager.
So they did do it right.
Okay.
It was a manager on manager crime.
Okay. All right. Wood pleaded to the police.
This definitely wasn't about no biscuits now.
Yeah, this was B. This was like night shift meeting day shift. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey man, every time I come in here, the fucking biscuits are burnt. Stop putting the biscuits in the oven before the shift ends, knowing that you ain't gonna get them out. Let's go outside then, motherfucker. Okay.
All right. So I like that he ran away. The guy who did the shooting ran away, and they found him elsewhere in the strip mall. Like he was over at Chipotle or something.
It ain't nowhere to go either.
That's panic running. He wasn't really running away as much as he was just
leaving the scene.
Was he at Bed Bath and Beyond?
Bed Bath and Beyond?
You know that means he doesn't have a car.
Meanwhile, at the food court,
this motherfucker was waiting on the bus. I was like, shit, this a dumb plan. Let me go to Chick-fil-A real quick, see if they hiring.
That's that shit where you're walking around like this. Fuck.
Right. Oh shit. Oh fuck. Oh shit.
He going to Chick-fil-A to hide. Police is like, is it the one with the Popeyes uniform on?
Come here, man.
Yeah, it's him. For some reason, he's behind the counter at the register trying to take orders. No, I was working here.
The cop is like, can you tell us if you've seen this man? They're like, my pleasure. He's actually right in the back. Right. He's right back there. So Wood pleaded to the police that once he and the other manager went outside, he was punched in the face 3 times, so he was losing the fight, causing him to fire 2 warning shots not intended to kill. Warning shots don't go into a chest.
And they're also not like, he did some wordplay with that shit.
Warning shots, you're not actually aiming at the person.
That was some real like.
Maybe if he had hit him twice below the waist, I might be able to let that go. Because he was, let's say he was shooting at the ground,
right?
And then the guy got
ricochet,
that. Ricochet maybe. But
that's some real Rittenhouse shit.
Yeah.
I was warning them by shooting them in the face.
I'm just really accurate. I can't help it.
Yeah, it's self-defense to me. I said, come outside, let's do this. He punched me 3 times and I shot him twice to warn him. The warning was stop hitting me.
Though Wood attempted to justify his actions, the affidavit stated he failed to articulate a credible imminent threat of deadly force necessary to support a self-defense claim under state law.
He's just punching you. All the most you can do is punch him back.
The 2 allegedly...
He didn't want to admit he was a bitch, though, because if he could have said, like, you don't understand. These punches were so fucking hard, dude. I thought I was going to die. He was beating the shit out of me in front of everybody. Look at the video.
You know what he was doing?
Do a ball and take the ass whooping.
I know, but I'm saying his defense tactic would have had to be.
Right.
That's what
I thought I was gonna die from them 3 punches.
That's telling the cop, like, officer, he was dropping them 5th Ward Bs on me.
Yeah,
you know what I'm talking about?
He's like, listen, officer, I'm a bitch. Okay. The first hit I thought I could take immediately. I knew no, I'm out. Second hit, I said he's gonna kill me. Okay. Third hit, I thought I was dead. So I had to pull out a gun. Okay. I was shooting warning shots. I didn't know I had a concussion. I don't know where I was aiming.
I was seeing 2. I was seeing 3 people.
Right. I shot for the middle one, then the right one. I didn't know what was happening. You saw me. I went to Chick-fil-A and started working a shift. I was fucking gone, bro.
I didn't know where I was.
I thought the one I was shooting wasn't really the one that I was shooting.
Yeah.
Understand?
I don't handle conflict well. Okay.
Bewildered bitch shoots manager with barrage of bullets.
Bewildered bitch shoots manager with barrage of bullets.